Hello everybody, this is Heero Uzuki, and this is the fourth and final part of my Dishonored, the Brigmore Witches Let's Play, playthrough, whichever you want to call it. Let's go.
The Brigmores were an ancient family, bankrupted a generation ago. Since then, the manor has housed two street gangs, a smuggling ring, innumerable rats, and the Brigmore Witches.
It's had a lot of tenants.
I'd always left them alone, but now a painter named Delilah had taken up witchcraft and formed a coven. She was trying something.
Evil.
A ritual. But what kind?
The evil kind.
The outsider knows. I cannot abide a mystery.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Bone Charm Capacity Upgrade, Hole in the Fence, and Thieving Butt Wound, because the urn you get from that is worth twice as much as it costs to actually get the favor.
I scouted, sir. They've locked the front, and I've seen evidence of snares. Also, maybe it's nothing, but I spotted several statues of the woman Delilah.
That's something.
I don't know what it means,
Trouble.
but I thought it was worth mentioning.
It means trouble. Anything else?
They're getting in and out of the house somehow, but I haven't spotted it. Sorry, sir. Best I can do.
Good enough. I'll take it from here.
Well, I've got the time and a moment. I'll just go ahead and use up the runes that I've got on me. Let's just shoot the Gravehound before they actually get up.
Strange doings, sir. I killed a hound in the yard, and it got straight back up and went for me.
'Cause it's
I had to
technically
crush
already
its skull,
dead.
to be sure.
This.
I hope everything is in order, sir.
Absolutely. I believe this is only here if you get the favor, so... Worth 150,000, so I'd say 150,000. If they were worth that much, I'd be set for life. But it'd also be a bit of a tease. I mean, at this point, you can't use the shop. Trick for you. Use bend time. Fire an explosive bolt. Walk right into it. The bolt won't fly off. It will still explode, but there won't be any sound. You don't have to worry about alerting anybody. You can still get away with using an explosive. Feels a little unprofessional of me to constantly use my bend time right now, but I am trying to remain silent. stealthy. Ghost. It's also for that reason I'm going to go ahead and let Delilah go through with her ritual. And all I will do is swap out the painting. I believe actually going through the process of knocking her out yourself avoids the ghost check mark at the end mission results. So, yeah. I won't be pumping her full of tranquilizer this time. Just for the sake of having it, but I won't be going through the front door. That was a success. Sapphies don't go through the front door. Only a no-good overseer goes through the front door. Actually, I got my extra bone charms to throw in my spiritual. Now I don't have to wait so long for my mana to regenerate. Go to sleep. I'm contemplating putting a dart in her head. And 1,000 apologies if I'm going a little quick on this one. It's just that after that last part, part 3, and how it took over an hour, well, I don't want this one to be quite as long.
Dies.
That could have been bad. I hate to get these grenades. Yes, now open sesame. Champ dust. And because I want to get the special action for not triggering any traps, I'm going to have to take a pass on that bone charm. over there.
And I thought the flooded district was run down.
Go to sleep. You should come over here for me. I shall leave you right here, in case anyone decides to get a little nosy. Go to sleep. I keep thinking some of these visions are going to spawn early. So 1,000 apologies for the constant gray screen. Rawr.
Emily Colvin.
This. And once again, feel free to pause the video in case you want to read this.
So Delilah wants to use Emily to become Empress.
I think I've got enough. Yep. Over 10,000 points. Granted, I've already gotten a trophy for it. Turn around. Thank you.
The new sister settled in yet? Will she last, I wonder?
I wish I knew.
Boink.
It pains me that I cannot be at Delilah's side during the final moments of the ritual. She's alone. What if something goes wrong? Who will help her? Doesn't
No
it
one
worry
will,
you?
that's who.
You underestimate our great lady's resourcefulness. She is not alone.
Yes, she is.
Entirely.
The statues. Of course.
They're more than statues. She's put her will in them. And in the void, their power is much greater. Do not fret, sweet Tilda. Lady Delilah needs you to be strong and steadfast. This is no time to wilt like a summer daisy.
I won't. Forgive me, sister. You're right.
That's nice. Now go to sleep. Open sesame. As a general rule, never enter magic paintings. Bad things tend to happen. Or, in the case of Mario 64, wacky things, which can go south real quick. One last visit from Whale Satan.
You
before
have
the end of
many
the DLC.
talents, Dowd, and they've served you. Delilah's talents are quite different. She creates images, but she does more. She captures spirit. She insinuates her will into her subject, whatever it is. We're witnessing her masterpiece, and perhaps yours as well.
Oh, undoubtedly.
I gave you Delilah's name, and you followed it to this moment. You see now what hangs in a balance. Emily's life, Delilah's ambition, an empire in the act of crumbling. In your long life, I've rarely seen you act with such consummate grace. I give my marks sparingly, and I don't play favorites, but I will watch this with unusual attention.
Corvo's the favorite. The assassin that never kills.
The void. Time to see what you've really got, Delilah.
Nothing, that's what she's got. Because for all her power, she is not immune to bend time, which is something you can use. Should you choose to actually take her out yourself, or
Would any
kill her.
painting work for Delilah's ritual? I wonder, this painting might be useful.
No, I'm not killing her. I have to wait for her to turn around before I can swap the paintings.
Emily Caldwin, daughter of Jessamine Caldwin, heir to the Empire of the Isles. I call out to you from the void. I call you with ochre from Morley, carmine beetle shells, zirconin lazurite, viridian bile. The tones of your flesh I tempered with Pandician
Come
chalk.
on, wrap it up.
The same loom that spun the fabric of your dresses made this canvas. I made my brushes from the hairs of your own scalp. Emily, you cannot ignore me. My power is too deep. My reach too long.
She needs an adult.
Brush touches paint.
Now to watch the show.
Brush touches canvas. Brush touches void. And now I see Emily Caldwin. I breathe your breath. I can feel what you do. The bright mornings in the pub. I feel the cold night air of the ruin where you sleep. And the stink of the river.
Come on, let's wrap it
Image
up.
strikes the eye. Eye touches the mind. Mind touches the void. I feel your love for Corvo Attorney and your lost mother. For your caretaker, Callista. I feel your fear in the night. Your hunger to learn. To become someone important. My hunger too. My fear. You are becoming mine. We are nearly finished. Close your eyes, Emily. Sleep forever. Feel
If only
the
you'd
void
think to
open
turn
beneath.
around.
Make room for me. Give in to me, Emily. Give in to me now. Paint flows. Blood flows. Life goes. Out with the old, in with the new. You've lived in these bones long enough, sweet young girl. It is complete.
If you had just looked over your shoulder for a moment.
What's happening? This is all wrong! What am I becoming? Outsider's blood? Is this some trick? No!
Bye. Couldn't have happened to a nicer painter. Nice. Well, played through both the Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches. Master Assassin, non-lethal ghost. And I've got my 10,000 coins. 10,000 plus.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice.
Whale seat.
I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
No, don't kill me.
Surprise for you.
I didn't mean it.
I asked for my life. When I killed your empress and took her daughter, something broke inside me. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. I've had enough killing. So my life is in your hands. Make your choice.
You make an eloquent plea for a man with innocent blood on his hands. It's a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How in these last days you passed through Coldridge Prison like a shadow, dared the tangles of Dunwall's underworld, and walked out unscathed, outwitted one of the greatest witches in a generation.
It didn't take much.
All with
She didn't know how to
consummate
look over
care
her shoulder.
and skill. How you saved Emily Caldwin, daughter of the Empress, first of her name, and no one will ever know. But how does it end for Dowd, the hired killer, the murderer, the savior of the Empire? It's up to Corvo now.
Well, there we are. The end of my Dishonored the Brigmore Witches Let's Play playthrough. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and consider getting ready for bed. Because now this is over, I'm gonna turn my attention to the main game. So, with this is Heero Uzuki signing off, and I leave you with the credits.